So here we've got a bag from the Spokane bar.
The motherload bag.
Sorry, the motherload bag. That's from the Eldorado Bar.
This is from the Eldorado Bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Figured we'd share some of the experience, so here we go.
So we've done Rock Creek before, and this material was a lot more rocky. So in preparation, Jessica used a tree planting pot to filter out a lot of the bigger rocks.
Okay, I've got this design set up so I can start by filtering out all the big rocks.
And we started out going through the big rocks on this bag because we found a couple big ones in a previous one. However, this time we didn't have as good a luck. There also tends to be agates in the bigger pieces as well. After going through those, it was time to get down to the gravel. So we've put together a method for doing this at home. All of the dirt and extra stuff we just throw out into the garden. This is a pretty effective little wash setup. After washing with really hot water, get ready to flip it over onto the towel so it dries a little faster and get to sorting. To me, these bags feel kind of like lottery tickets that have a lot of time invested into them, but they are really fun. And these are probably our new favorites as far as bags go, because they tend to have some real winners, which here's where I found my first one in this bag. And I was just stoked about it. This sapphire seemed to be the start of a winning streak for this bag. Had to get a nice clear picture of it. It is free of fractures, super clean, and it came in at 1.8 carats, which is super awesome.
That, right? Yeah, it's hella tiny. But yellow.
So I started clandestinely recording on our second batch. The wash plant is very simple. However, the method of shaking those sapphires is not as simple as it seems. After flipping this one over, Jessica's luck slowly started to get better. Found that corner where all the sapphires start conglomerating because of the shaking in a specific rhythm. They're very heavy and sink to the bottom. As long as shaken correctly, they usually end up in a couple places or one place in the batch. So to conserve data on my phone, I went back to recording little clips and working on a pile myself. And that's when Jessica's luck started to really shape up over there.
Gold, like,
Damn, that is
super
bright.
shined at me.
Small, but that is bright.
Isn't that crazy? It just shined, like, how?
Yeah.
I was totally stoked to find this one, and just a few seconds later, Jessica pulled this gorgeous, gorgeous piece.
Just now?
No, that's yours.
Oh, yeah. I know. It's got that hexagon.
It's
like a perfect fucking hexagon.
Right after that gorgeous piece came in another absolutely amazing nearly 4-carater. And that thing is so perfect on the inside. So the total weighout on this bag was actually pretty good. About 10 carats of facet grade. And a little over 30 indecent sapphires that are workable. And on that note, I know what the next video is gonna be. Because these are absolutely gorgeous material I don't get access to very often. And it's time to put a few of these on the faceting machine. Which I'm really excited about because this was the first nice one that I've ever found and I get to cut it. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment down below if you got any questions or comments. And we'll see you on the flip side, everyone. Have a wonderful week.